Well, KVGC News Time is now 7 minutes after the hour. Welcome to a Gold Country Thursday morning. Local news on this 22nd day of August. Amador fire crews were kept busy with 3 reported vegetation fires, 1 yesterday and 2 early this morning. Just after 2 yesterday afternoon, Amador units assisted with a small fire along Highway 88 in San Joaquin County. The fire burned a 400-foot strip along Highway 88 near the intersection of Liberty Road. Then, just before 1 this morning, a vegetation fire was reported off of Old Highway 49 near String Bean Alley in Amador City. That fire was quickly contained to a 30 by 30-foot spot. Then around 3:45 this morning, crews were dispatched to another vegetation fire off Ridge Road and Ridgeview Drive between Sutter Creek and Pine Grove. Actually, it's right near New York Ranch Road, but would you say that's between Pine Grove and Sutter Creek?
Where is that?
I guess we'll call it Pine Grove and Sutter Hill. So
Yeah, that works for me.
there we go. That works better. So anyway, first responders quickly able to get a line around that fire before it spread to nearby brush, keeping it at just a spot. Now, all of these fires are under investigation. And again, fire officials warn us all, fire season is not coming to a close. It's just reaching its peak.
And the Ione City Council voted to award the contract for its new solar farm, discussed a countywide sales tax increase, and put the finishing touches on the city budget at their meeting this week. Finishing a months-long selection process, the council voted to award the solar farm project to Cal Solar. The field of solar panels will be built for the city without charge in exchange for receiving a guaranteed rate for electricity for the city's sewer treatment plant over the next several decades. Now, the council held interviews with a pair of companies at their meeting, and Cal Solar was ranked highest in the evaluation forms filled out by the council members. And as the Sutter Creek City Council did the night before, the Ione Council discussed a proposed 0.5% sales tax increase that would raise money to repair roads in the cities and the county of Amador. None of the council was outright opposed to the measure, which may appear in front of voters in the 2020 general election. They did, however, have questions, such as if sidewalks and bike lanes should be included and if roads would be the best use of the money. The council also voted to approve the city budget for 2019-2020, following some questions for Fire Chief Ken Mackey on the purchase of a new water tender for the fire department.
And downed power lines off of Gold Dust Trail in Sutter Creek brought out emergency crews and PG&E yesterday. Reported around 9:30 yesterday morning as a possible vegetation fire, first responders discovered arcing power lines near the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witness Church. At the peak of the outage, close to 2,100 customers were affected in Sutter Creek, with the remainder in the surrounding areas of Fiddletown, Sutter Hill, and North Jackson. PG&E crews worked through the morning and into the early afternoon before all power was restored to customers affected by that outage.
All right, thanks, buddy. And California's latest unemployment figures have tied a record low, but jobless rates in the mother lode grew a bit across the state. Newly released data shows unemployment came in at 4.1% in July, with employers adding 19,600 non-farm payroll jobs. Now, the rate of state job growth in July ties that of the 1960s as the longest on record. According to Employment Development Department officials, California's averaged to create 29,200 new jobs each month for the past 9 years. In Amador County, the unemployment rate remains slightly below the state average, but unemployment continues a slow click upwards from 3.8% in June to 4% in the month of July. The current Amador County workforce, 15,170, of which 610 are unemployed. In Calaveras, the unemployment rate remains slightly below the state average, creeping up from 3.8% in June to 3.9% in July. Of Calaveras County's 21,880 workforce members, 850 reported jobless. Imperial County continues to have the highest rate of joblessness in the state, currently reported at nearly 21%, while Marin, San Francisco, and San Mateo counties come in the lowest at just over 2%.
A Calaveras County man was killed in a solo vehicle accident Tuesday afternoon. According to the CHP, just after 1:30, Benjamin Luther Beck of Copperopolis was driving eastbound on Copper Cove west of Acorn Street at an unknown speed. At this time, it's unknown why Beck allowed the vehicle to leave the roadway, running off the south shoulder and colliding with a power pole. Despite on-scene efforts by emergency personnel, Beck was pronounced dead at the scene. CHP reports at this time alcohol and/or drug use is not suspected.
And contract crews working for AT&T recently completed installation of 2 cell towers with the hopes of providing customers faster, more reliable wireless service. And both these towers are here in Amador County. Now, by adding the towers, AT&T also bringing fixed wireless internet to residents and small business in parts of Amador County. According to Alice Perez, Director of External Affairs for AT&T California, the company continues to invest in rural California to ensure customers have access to wireless services. Perez added, mobile communications also a critical tool for first responders in emergency situations when a disaster strikes. The new tower is located near Fiddletown and Pardee.
Well, the Commission on Aging and Amador County Behavioral Health invite you to learn more about the resources, businesses, and services offered in our county by attending a community health and resource fair today from 10 to 2 at the Castle Village Mobile Home Park on West Marlette Street in Ione. You can talk to representatives from a wide range of health and wellness sources, including Amador Transit, Resource Connection, NAMI, Veterans Resources, Senior Center, in-home support services, Operation Care, Public Health, Common Ground, STARS, and Hospice of Amador and Calaveras, along with Amador Lifeline, just to name a few. Now, the event is free. It's open to the public again today from 10 to 2 at the Castle Village Mobile Home Park on West Marlette Street.
And just received a release recently on Scoutorama this weekend. Be prepared for life. All kids and families invited to the 2019 Scoutorama Festival at Howard Park. Enjoy many of Scouting's best outdoor activities, such as climbing wall, BB gun, archery, tomahawks, and slingshots. Send water missiles at your favorite friend, shoot the moon with water bottle rockets, play gaga ball, check out the ideal campsite, learn survival techniques, how to hug a tree if lost, and how you might get found. Do a wildfire project, learn to fly fish, race derby cars and boats. Get all your questions answered about what our local Boy Scouts of America, do for fun. Howard Park, next to the soccer fields this weekend, open until 3 p.m. Taco trucks and ice cream booths available for refreshments.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I didn't realize all that stuff, huh?
Like a lot of fun.
I want to go hang out. Jeez.
That's a quick look at local news on a Gold Country Thursday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, to visit our website, kvgcradio.com.